Buying a home in Canada feels impossible for many people. But what if I told you there's an account that gives you tax refunds now and tax-free money later? Today, I'm breaking down the First Home Savings Account, or FHSA, from A to Z. No jargon, no confusion. If you're a first-time buyer, this could literally save you tens of thousands of dollars. Let's start with the most important question. Think of the FHSA as a hybrid of RRSP and TFSA designed specifically for buying your first home. When you put money in, you get a tax deduction, just like an RRSP. When you take money out to buy your home, it's 100% tax-free, like a TFSA. So you get the best of both worlds, but only if you use it correctly. But why did Canada even create this account? Let's be real. Housing in Canada is expensive. The government knows that saving for a down payment is the biggest hurdle for first-time buyers. So the FHSA was introduced to help you save faster, pay less tax, and actually have a chance at owning a home. This account rewards people who plan ahead. But how does this compare to TFSA and RRSP? Here's a simple way to think about it. TFSA is great for flexibility, no deductions, but tax-free withdrawals. RRSP gives deductions now, but withdrawals are taxed later. FHSA is special because it gives deductions now and tax-free withdrawals later, as long as it's for your first home. That's why FHSA should be your top priority if buying a home is your goal. Now let's check. Who can actually open one? To open an FHSA, you must meet 3 conditions. First, you must be a Canadian resident. Second, you must be between 18 and 71 years old. Third, and this is critical, you must be a first-time buyer, meaning you haven't owned a home in the current year or the past 4 calendar years. If you qualify today, timing matters. So once you're eligible, how do you start? You can open an FHSA at most banks, credit unions, or online brokerages, just like an RRSP or TFSA. But here's a big mistake people make. Once the year ends, you can't go back and claim that year's room if you didn't open the account. So even if you can't contribute much, opening early is powerful. Let's talk numbers, because limits matter. You can contribute up to $8,000 per year and $40,000 total over your lifetime. This isn't per account. It's across all FHSAs you open. Smart planning means spreading contributions across years to maximize deductions and growth. But what if you don't use all your room? If you don't use your full $8,000 in a year, the unused amount carries forward, but only up to $8,000 max per year. So if you contribute $4,000 in year 1, the unused $4,000 adds to next year's limit. This flexibility helps if your income changes or cash flow is tight. Now let's see how this affects your taxes. Let's say you earn $60,000. You contribute $8,000 to your FHSA. Now your taxable income drops to $52,000. That could mean thousands of dollars back at tax time, depending on your tax bracket. That refund can even be reinvested. But your money doesn't just sit there. Inside your FHSA, you can invest in stocks, ETFs, GICs, mutual funds, and bonds. All growth is tax-free as long as it stays in the account and is used for a qualifying home purchase. This is where time becomes your biggest advantage. So how do you take the money out? To withdraw tax-free, the money must be used to buy or build your first qualifying home. You must still qualify as a first-time buyer at withdrawal. If you follow the rules, every dollar, contributions and growth, comes out tax-free. But what if plans change? If you don't end up buying a home, you're not stuck. You can transfer the money to your RRSP or RRIF without triggering tax, or withdraw it. But withdrawals become taxable. So the FHSA still has value, even if life goes a different way. Now let's talk deadlines, because timing mistakes are costly. FHSA contributions must be made by December 31st. There's no 60-day grace period like RRSPs. That means planning ahead is key. The earlier you contribute, the longer your money grows tax-free. Here are mistakes I see all the time. Over-contributing leads to penalties. Opening the account too late costs you contribution room forever. Forgetting to file Schedule 15 can cause CRA issues, and buying a home before using FHSA properly can cancel your benefits. FHSA is powerful, but only if you follow the rules. So how do you use this strategically? Open your FHSA as soon as you're eligible. Try to maximize the $8,000 each year if possible. Align your home buying timeline to let the account grow for at least 5 years. And always use FHSA alongside TFSA and RRSP for a complete strategy. This is how smart Canadians buy homes, not by luck, but by planning. If this helped you understand FHSA clearly, like and follow Maple Money Talks. In the next video, I'll show how to combine FHSA, TFSA, and RRSP for a down payment strategy that actually works.